You have to label correctly. If you don't label correctly, and this goes for all of trig, 45s, 30, 60s, and then SOHCAHTOA, which we start tomorrow. Your answers are going to be trash if you don't label correctly. You guys eventually pick up that it's a fraction. You eventually pick up you're supposed to multiply. You guys never know nothing. You know something, you just have to start cleaning it up. And that's why every day you have to actively try problems. You might only do like 2 or 3 in the matter of 20 minutes. Great, you're doing fine. It's baby steps, okay? Okay, here we go. And by the way, you're going to take a partner quiz off of this, so you better elbow your partner and make sure they're learning this. Okay. You guys, no, you're on video. Okay, well, you're not on video, you're on recording. Yeah, it's not you, it's your voice. Okay, look, you guys all know how to divide. This is a trick to get you to label correctly. It's just a trick, okay? So, 60 divided by 30. See how there's a 30 and a 60 acute angle? Okay, look, your legs are 1 and rad 3. Your hypotenuse is 2. The 3 gets the radical. This is not a 45, 45, 90 where you get 1, 1, rad 2. This is a 30, 60, 90. So you have to label it differently. Okay, 30 divides into 60 how many times? 2. Okay, so this is just a helper. So look, the 30-60 side is your hypotenuse. I told you it's 2. But if you just look at the angles and you divide and get this trick, you'll see it's 2. Okay, how many times does 30 divide into 90? 3. But our 3 is a radical, so this is rad 3. So the 30, 90, you guys know that box is a 90, right triangle, right angle, not right triangle, sorry, right angle. So 30 goes into 90 3 times, but it gets the radical. Okay, how many times does 60 divide into 90? Now we're not legit dividing, like I want you to get a calculator and divide. By an integer, 60 goes into 90 about how many times? 1. Perfect. So this is the 1. So your 60-90 side is always 1. Your 30-90 side is always rad 3. And your 30-60 side is always 2. Okay, so let's try the division again. 30 goes into 62 times. 60 goes into 90 once. 30 goes into 93 times, but it gets a radical. 30 goes into 60 twice. 60 goes into 90 once. 30 goes into 93 times, it gets the radical. So it doesn't matter how the triangle is rotated or flipped. As long as you kind of have that division, eventually you memorize it and you don't have to say it anymore. 30 goes into 60 twice. 60 goes into 93 times, but it gets the radical. 60 goes into 90 once. That's how you label, yes? Okay, so moving it on up. Let's do number 7. Let me first do the efficient way, and then after I'll draw a line, and I'll just quietly solve it with the colors. For those of you that like the colors, a statement of proportionality. Okay? All right, here we go. 30 goes into 60 2 times. 30 goes into 90 3 times, but it gets the radical. And 60 goes into 90 once. All right. Which side is my scale factor? The 16, and what are the numbers? 5 and 1. Okay, so this is my scale factor right here. It's the side with 2 numbers. This is a U, I have to solve for it. This is a V, I have to solve for it, right? So our scale factor is a division. To find the scale factor, you always divide. So what is 5? Just to be extra, I'm still going to put it in the calculator. What's 5 over 1? 5. Okay, so my scale factor is 5. I'm just setting this up while you guys are kind of catching up. Okay, because remember I told you guys I'll still do the colors. Okay, so if your scale factor is 5, how do I find U and V? Now you multiply. To find the variables, you multiply. To find the scale factor, you divide. Okay, so what's the value of u? Solve though.
Oh.
U is the original length. So what's my value of u? What's the length of u? 10. Because what's 2 times 5? Reference times scale factor. There's my 10. What's v equal to? 5 rad 3. Good job.
So smart.
And so you get 5 rad 3. Okay. Let me write this out really quick. Let me color code it for those of you that want this one. I am still recording, so still recording. So quiet. Let me just write this out, and then I'll leave it, and then I'll stop oh my gosh, please don't let me mess up. Wait, I jammed up. Okay, so if you guys are doing the colors, you set up your statement of proportionality. Here is my scale factor, same thing. So if you want to solve for u, you take the u ratio and you set it equal to the scale factor. Cross product property, you get the 10, just like 2 times 5, 2 times 5. Solve for v. Multiply what's rad 3 times 5? 5 rad 3. So this colors or statement of proportionality, you get the same answer. It's just the one on the right is very appropriate mathematics. Number 7 is now you're kind of becoming more efficient. And then some of you will eventually just get really good in your head, just completely finding that scale factor in your head and finding the numbers, okay? They're like 20-second questions when you really got it mastered down, okay? Okay, I am turning it off, the recording. You guys work. Remember, 45-45 is an assignment. The 30-60 triangles are an assignment. And tomorrow we start the SOHCAHTOA. So there's 3 assignments on that worksheet. So baby steps, you guys. It's little by little, okay? It's easy, huh?
Yeah.